Paper Mario, The Thousand-Year Door, the Nintendo GameCube game, returns with updated graphics and a suite of additional changes that make the game easier to enjoy. Turn the page and join Mario and friends in an RPG adventure to discover the legendary treasure behind the ancient Thousand-Year Door. To prevail in this quest, you'll have to level up Mario and his friends, master timing-based attacks and badges to impress the audience on the stage of combat, and make use of all the abilities that come with being cursed. World of Goo 2, a sequel to the 2008 released physics-based puzzle platformer developed by Boy. Balls of semi-sentient goo need to be rescued from various sorts of peril, and the only way to do so is by sticking them together in bizarre, wobbly contraptions. This sequel will launch for Switch and PC via Epic Games Store on May 23rd. Shin-chan, The Castle of Cold Town, a holiday adventure game in the same vein as Me and the Professor on summer vacation. Shin-chan and the Nohara family visit the town of Akita. The game depicts Shin-chan's life full of various experiences with Shiro as he travels between two worlds, the real world and a mysterious town, with familiar characters, unique characters that stir up the story, and detailed graphics and settings. The game can be enjoyed by a wide range of players of all ages, from Shin-chan fans to gamers who want to experience a full-scale story.
時には街をうろつく不穏な影を見ることも。現実と不思議な街の2つの世界を行き交うしんちゃんの不思議な毎日が始まる。
Forever Blue Luminous, an adventure simulation game developed by Izakaya and published by Nintendo. Similar to previous entries, the player will take the role of a scuba diver tasked with encountering and documenting marine life. The game features a new mechanic for the series in which the region will change with each dive the player goes on. Unlike the multiplayer modes in previous installments, the game allows groups of up to 30 online players to embark on dives together. Players in groups can share their findings and communicate between one another via emotes.
ダイバー同士でコミュニケーションを取ったりしながら、思い思いに探索を進めていくことができます。出会える生き物は500種類以上。
MotoGP 24 takes you into the heart of real competition with the introduction of the Riders Market, enabling you to switch teams and experience the thrill of a brand new roster each season. Whether you're a first-time racer or a seasoned veteran, don't worry, with the new adaptive difficulty, the game will adjust itself accordingly after collecting data from your performance, giving you a tailored experience.
Reality has rules, but rules are meant to be broken. It only happens in MotoGP 24.
Gift, an upcoming side-scrolling puzzle action game. Players take on the role of a protagonist who wakes up on a luxurious cruise ship, only to find themselves trapped in a perilous situation as the ship begins to sink. The objective is clear: escape from the sinking vessel, but with a twist that adds an emotional layer to the gameplay. What sets the game apart is its dynamic gameplay mechanics. The ship's tilt and water level constantly change, leading to a dynamic environment where timing is crucial, and each location can present vastly different challenges. Pac-Man Mega Tunnel Battle, Chomp Champs, a battle royale maze game developed by Heavy Iron Studios. The game is similar to the original Pac-Man arcade game. However, the game has 3D graphics, and up to 64 players can play at a time. The players begin in their own mazes before more areas get unlocked. Once the player eats a power pellet, the player can either eat ghosts or other Pac-Man. If that happens, the game is over.
Mazes are eliminated, so watch your pack. Grab a power item to mix up the action.
Pool Party, a fast-paced, chaotic, physics-based party game for up to 4 players, where you'll rediscover the satisfying physics of pool. Channel your inner pool ball and battle against your friends across various game modes, using an exciting blend of strategy and skill to become the king of the party. Dive into a wave of fun with these adorable but powerful pool balls. You'll be amazed by the sheer power of a perfectly aimed kick, propelling a rival ball all over the stage. Earth Defense Force World Brothers 2, a 3D action shooter developed by D3 Publisher. It tells the story of what happened to the voxel cube Earth after the events of the first installment. It cleverly introduces elements from Earth Defense Force 6 and features the Wing Diver shooter, who didn't make it into the previous game. With over 100 different brothers and over 100 missions, the game still features 4-player team battles, plus plenty of extras that are sure to please longtime fans.
総員戦闘開始さあ行こうぜ相棒 待ってたぜブラザー お前が地球を救えや
Construction Simulator 4, a construction simulation game developed by Weldenbauer. This time, your work will take you to the scenic woods and bays of a fictional map inspired by the Canadian landscape. Explore 3 large areas within a map, never before seen in the Construction Simulator series. Experience an extensive campaign unique to the individual locations, featuring special challenges you must overcome with your growing construction empire. Umbraclaw, a side-scrolling action game developed by Indie Creates. It tells the story of Xuan, a house cat who has died in the mortal world. After she awakens in the soul plane, a realm of the dead, she must challenge the perilous underworld to return home to her owner. In this 2D action adventure, Xuan has the power of Anima Revive to revive her with a new skill. Once again challenging the trials that await her, her story can meet a multitude of endings, depending on her and the player's actions and choices.
New animal ability to tackle the dangers before her. Yet repeating this process will take its toll on Xuan, changing her body into a humanoid form honed for combat.
Trigger Hard Exelica, a shoot-them-up game developed by Cosmo Mochiel. It is a masterpiece shooting game about a macho girl that was first released as an arcade game back in 2006. This time, in addition to arcade mode and story mode, arrangement mode and training mode have also been added. Of course, vertical screen mode and internet ranking mode are also implemented. Also includes a sound change function that adds arranged sound sources.
何をブツブツと来い
Tokyo PSYCHODEMIC, a forensics investigation simulation game developed by Gravity Gamer Rice, mixing live action and 2D visuals. The game focuses on solving unsolved cases in a post-pandemic world based on information of unsolved cases that arrive at the detective agency. You will investigate the various circumstances that may be involved, such as the victim's personal information, activity history from security cameras, and so on. Collect and confirm the information on the evidence board and seek out to the truth.
画像解析、顔照合、音声解析など科学捜査を駆使し、専門知識を有する仲間たちと共に特殊事象事件に挑む。
真実を追うのは私じゃないわ。私たち。
Touhou Mystia's Izakaya, a Touhou project restaurant simulator. The game breaks the mold of the usual Touhou game. Instead of combat, players must utilize cooking and customer service to achieve victory. Rebuild, starting with a humble new food cart, pay off Mystia's ever-growing debts, and grow the business to revive the restaurant to its former glory. WiZmans World Re, a remaster of Exelica's RPG WiZmans World, released in 2010 on Nintendo DS, now in HD with a 16:9 screen ratio. In order to restore the world, a young amnesic sorcerer goes on an adventure. On his journey, he befriends 3 homunculus girls. They can change their appearances and their abilities via a training system called Anima Fusion, which requires to collect and fuse the souls of the monsters you fight. The more you progress in the story, the more the maps change and become lively.
先の先を読み、常に最善の一手を打て。倒したモンスターから稀に入手できるアニマ。ホムンクルスはモンスターのアニマを定着させることができる。モンスターの容姿と能力を身につける禁断の力、アニマフュージョン。
C.A.R.D.S RPG, The Misty Battlefield, a turn-based strategy RPG that combines deck building and roguelike, set on the continent of Mystia, where its 3 great powers and 10 smaller nations were caught up the 100 Years' War. The game follows Captain Veldina, the head of the Republic's Clawswords Battalion, after she learns Foftania is creating a new chimera through Dark X and sets out to reveal the truth behind their creation. The game sees players building their own deck from over 50 types of cards to take on enemies in turn-based strategic combat. The game features a map shrouded in mist, which players must explore to find enemies, facilities, and equipment. Xuan Yuan Sword 7 is an ARPG presented in a third-person perspective. The game's story is rooted in Chinese history and mythology. Players take on the role of Tai Shijiao, a calm and reliable swordsman who is accidentally involved in a tragic fate. To protect his beloved family, he starts a journey in this chaotic realm to find the truth. The game features a real-time combat system. A smooth combo-based combat system contains elements such as active skills, dodge, block, riposte.
造成天下大乱的是李军，还是绿林乱党？哼，有看到通缉要犯吗？